And yeah, it's true. Narcissists can come from various backgrounds. They can come from traumatic backgrounds, absolutely. And they can also come from overvalued backgrounds where they were just made to feel special all the time. And they go out into the world carrying this belief and try to make it true. And this excessive sense of just entitlement can come out at a very early age. And it's almost like they've been given the cape of a villain from birth almost. And one of the things to be really keep cognizant of and be mindful of is just the danger of narcissistic partners. And it can feel like, a suspenseful thriller. Being in a relationship with someone that's sporting the, narcissistic personality disorder, NPD, is like, living in a toxic, psychological minefield that because of, their lack of empathy and their exploitative tendencies, they can wreak havoc on our emotional landscape. It's almost like, living with Kanye West, where it's just like, you never know what they're going to say next. And what they said yesterday gets forgotten, and this is what they're saying now. And a belief can be just something that they feel, and then they blurt out, and then it's real. Don't need facts. Don't need proof. And sometimes it's just being contradictory for the sake of being contradictory. Yeah, I know, deep in the back of our minds, we still have this nagging little question of why and how. And this is where the reality starts to bend and things get even more confusing. Asking why and how someone developed NPD can sometimes just muddy the waters of accountability and shifting the blame onto the victim. But remember, understanding the causes should never dissolve an abuser from their responsibility for their hurtful choices, for their hurtful actions. People with a narcissistic personality disorder can still be held accountable for their abusive behavior. They don't get off with an insanity plea here. And especially it's true if they refuse to seek professional help to change, or that they even acknowledge that there's a problem. Because protective factors are almost like your shield that can defend you against, the dark forces of narcissism. And this includes, having a strong support network, access to therapy, a positive upbringing, or cultural beliefs, the culture that you grew up in. These all things that kind of play a part of it. And then on the flip side of all the risk factors, and these little environmental forces, they make the journey to recovery a bit more perilous sometimes, because these traumatic backgrounds, having an overvalued upbringing, exposure to violence and other traumas, just can put us on the edge of darkness and get us sucked into their own darkness. Like, are you following me so far? I hope you are, because if you are, I ask to just, like, share, comment, tell me exactly what's coming up for you as you're watching this. Is this something that you're experiencing?